Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Alright, Mike, you said you wanted to bring up something. What you got for us?
So, this guy is going to tell us why death is the greatest illusion of all times, and why you can never trust your senses.
But your senses die when you die.
Yeah.
So why would
Apparently
you trust
not.
them after you die?
Yeah.
If you literally
Apparently
can't
this
trust
guy that was
anything,
on
When you
a
die.
because you're dead.
Yeah.
apparently this guy was on a reality TV show.
Yeah, was
We
he?
should trust
Did
him.
he get laid? Was he on The Bachelor?
No, he was on a freak show.
I don't even know what that is.
Ew.
Yeah,
Is he a transgender?
You assume that your senses are accurately showing you reality. But are they? How do you know? Take a look at this checkerboard. The squares labeled A and B appear to you as very different shades. But that's just an illusion.
Wow.
Your eyes are lying to
I
you.
knew about this
Both
illusion.
squares are exactly the same. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Now check out these gray lines. Again, they seem like wildly different shades, but as we remove the surrounding lines, you can see that they are actually the same.
That's
Okay,
a
so in my
beautiful
keyboard,
woman.
right here, in my keyboard, so I have a silver laptop with black keys, and if you look at the keys, if you space out individually, you see little black circles in between where all the keys are, where the 4 squares of keys, in between there's
Are the
little
circles really there?
No.
What?
When you actually look at the space in between individually, it just goes away. It's magic.
So what this very handsome woman is telling us is true?
Well, what this very handsome woman is telling us, I'm going to make this prediction. What the very handsome woman is telling us is that since we have these illusions, since there are certain things about our immediate senses that we can't trust, therefore we can't discern reality. Everything is a lie. Everything is false. There's really a sub-dimension that we can't perceive that's beyond us because
So
we
the
just
Faithless
can't
will
fucking
come
see
out
it.
with a good album.
Yes. So let's see if my prediction's true.
Man, Jeff Lewis
Take a
looks
look
like
at these
shit.
circles.
Take a
As you
look at
look
these
from
circles.
one circle to another, it appears that they're moving,
Whoa.
even though this is a completely
Maybe that's
still
because our
image.
eyes are moving.
Your
I have a
senses
poster that does
are
this.
deceiving you constantly.
Thank you.
And when you get to the end of this video, I'll show you one of the best illusions of all time.
Will it cost
Your
us $5?
senses Are just
Are you
an
a wizard?
interpretation of reality, and there.
Can you make my dick alluding to your butt?
Yes. He looks like Kevin, or not, Adam Pearce.
There's no way for you to experience what the world is like outside of your senses.
No shit.
Your subjective interpretation.
Uh-huh.
And we are here to show you that reality.
But we can come to somewhat of an agreement, right?
So you're saying that the way that we view the world is the way that we view the world?
Oh!
and that each person experiences that
Yo, check
differently?
this.
And though we should be tolerant of other people because their experiences may not be the
Yo,
same
look
as
at this
ours.
Screen cap right here. That's why I'm
Yes.
saving that.
Edgy. Edgelord. Lord of shit.
Reality is completely different from the interpretation that your senses are giving to you.
Why are your lips so
Even
big?
something is familiar to you.
Yo, dude, this guy got serious Steven Tyler mouth.
He kind of
Looks
does.
like he could
But
fit
he's-
3 dicks in his mouth.
He definitely got the DSLs too.
Yeah. Oh my god. They had a fucking chin line.
As white light is a deception. You can see the truth of white light by putting it through a prism.
Oh, we're getting
and
Pink
it will
Floyd.
separate
There it is.
to reveal the colors of a rainbow.
Oh, wow.
Take a look at the electromagnetic.
This guy knows basic fucking science that we all learn in fucking, what, 5th grade?
Oh man.
spectrum.
Must be right.
You as a human being are able to see the visible light portion, but the rest of it is hidden from your senses.
That's
Yep.
why we have technology that can see all that shit for us, so that way we don't have to rely on our shitty fucking senses. We have machines that can pinpoint this shit.
Thank you.
Like,
You can't see it.
Thank
but
you.
yes,
And the
we
part
can
that
through
you can
computers, you
see
dumb fuck.
is just a tiny fraction.
you're
No one
retarded.
even knew that the rest of
we
the
can
spectrum
see this
existed
shit.
until it was proven mathematically. The people of this
Pause
planet
it.
are unaware that
You're a piece of shit, and I can prove it mathematically.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, if he can prove this mathematically, then yeah, fuck, you can prove that he's a
2
piece
plus
of
3
shit
equals
mathematically.
chair.
a whole new
I
realities
hate
exist
this guy.
right
I
now,
hate this guy.
beyond the comprehension of their
I
senses.
hate this guy.
And this could be proven with mathematics.
nothing I mean...
See, your senses have evolved over millions of years.
Uh-huh,
They
yeah.
haven't evolved to show you the truth of reality.
Yes, they
have
have.
evolved to allow you to survive.
Yeah,
Hold on,
in this
that
reality.
doesn't make any fucking sense.
We couldn't survive if we existed in anything that wasn't this reality.
Dream on.
Because there's things in this reality that wants to kill us.
Loving the elevator.
Guys, stop. Ooh. Stop. Ooh.
No.
Ow.
He's got a big old forehead too.
He does got a fucking huge forehead.
He's got such a huge brain to house in that thing. That's what it
Can't
is.
even be sure that any other human sees the world in the same way that you do. You might both agree that grass is green,
Yeah.
but green for you
Don't wanna
might be nothing
close
like
my
green for them.
eyes.
You've just
Yeah,
agreed.
but
don't
you know
wanna
what?
fall
Things like
asleep.
water is the same for me. Like when I go to feel water and I go, hey, touch this water, we can both agree that the water's fucking liquid. It doesn't matter.
Unless
Things
you're
like-
a dick.
Things like color don't matter. My green versus your green, as long as we agree that green is lighter than black, then in the end, does it fucking matter? Like if you're not
Yeah.
colorblind, does it matter what quote unquote your green is? Like
Arms of the angel.
if your green is really red or something, you're not going to know. But if
You're
we both
colorblind.
call that green.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's like all the matter. The only thing that matters is that we all agree on the perception that we see.
Exactly. And that if this color is brighter than this, green is really just something that we use to identify on the spectrum as lighter or darker than the rest of the colors.
Did you know that a lot of ancient cultures had no word for the color blue?
Isn't that because we didn't
Yeah.
evolve to see blue until a certain period?
Kind of. It's like I think it's the Odyssey. Homer describes a wine dark sea.
Yeah.
And then there's others of it being green. The concept of blue is fairly new if you
Yeah.
look at it.
Really, I never knew that.
Yep. That is true. That is an awesome fact. But yeah, let's see.
So the word. Fully colorblind people.
My bad. What were you saying?
So it might have been that as we became more seafaring,
we got more familiar with blue.
yeah, blue became more of a concept. We only see what we're around, which I guess is giving this guy fucking shit, but
Can't perceive color at all, only shades of gray.
50
And if
Shades
you
of Grey,
tried to
exact.
explain the color green to them, they would have no idea what you were talking about.
Same thing with a
It would
blind
be
person, so what?
unimaginable. Your senses are giving you an incomplete, limited, and distorted sensory experience of reality.
But the point of being colorblind is you do see things in shades of gray. So that particular shade of gray that corresponds to green, you would be able to identify.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can
You'd be
differentiate.
able to go, it's the color of this.
Yeah, you can differentiate.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. And even then, they have glasses now that you can put on colorblind people that can make them see color. The whole fucking thing is that we have technology for this shit, so that we don't have to go by our senses. And yes, there might be some thing beyond what we can
Some
measure with our machines, but you don't have any evidence of that.
Wait until you hear his take on why death is.
And there exists an immaterial domain, completely undetectable.
Should we use our
by your
illusion?
physical senses.
Where? Point to it.
The
Where'd you find
scientists of this world will never
Of this world,
understand
of this
reality
world.
until they ditch their faith in the flawed
scientists of
interpretation
other
of the
worlds.
senses and instead embrace the rational.
He is trying so hard to be like, ooh, I'm so mysterious.
He's also trying. He sounds like he's trying to be Peter Steele.
They don't go by their senses, though. That's the whole thing. Scientists go by everything but their fucking senses.
How?
God.
Like, how many times did it take him? Was he looking in a mirror like this? I look so fucking cool. I'm gonna wear a black. It's gonna be a black background. I'm gonna wear a black shirt,
I'm just
so it's
gonna
gonna look like I'm just floating there.
I'm gonna Swiss scar it all out.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a budget Swiss guard, doesn't it?
Yes.
I hate
Don't
this
use
guy.
your senses.
Existence of a mathematical reality, one that completely supports a non-physical, immaterial mental existence outside of space-time.
How do you have a mental existence without
about
having
outside
a
of
mind after
FaceTime?
you die? How can a mind exist? Give me an example of a mind existing outside of space and time.
Would it be
God.
out of body experiences?
Those aren't. I mean, people say those are, but those are just hallucinations. In reality,
Yeah, true.
they're gonna say that. Like he might use that as fucking evidence, but you know, most people just go out of body experience. I just felt really lightheaded and I ate something weird and got up too fast.
Yeah.
So.
Behind everything stands a world of mathematical waves.
In waves.
Are the fiber and fabric of the universe. They are the code of reality.
aren't mathematical. Those are like more in physics. I mean, once you start talking about waves and particles, it's less about
math is
They
kind
are
of
the
the
framework for
basis of a lot of sciences.
Yeah, but I don't know, particle wave theory, that's all physics.
Yeah.
I don't know, he's talking about this mathematical reality, and it's like that's not, he's misusing that word. Math is a concept. Math is something we use to describe.
Math doesn't exist in nature. You can't find a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, other animals don't have a concept. Well, actually, animals do have a concept of numbers.
Yes.
So, but yeah, you're right. In nature, numbers don't exist unless there's a mind to perceive them.
Yeah.
Right? Like the world doesn't know about numbers, but then that could be argued about the Fibonacci sequence. You know why certain things are a certain way, like certain flowers grow certain petals a certain direction and all this other shit. So, in a sense, that's all biological. Let's keep it moving.
everything else. They convey all of the information in the universe.
So mystical.
They are the noumenal scaffolding
Noumenal.
upon which all of your phenomenal experiences hang. I promised you one of the best illusions of all time. One of the best illusions of all time is that you are nothing but a physical body.
Yep.
And that you will die.
Yep.
Look around you.
Also, the grass is green.
World. Look at the chairs, the cups,
Sky
the
is
tables.
blue.
Look at your physical body.
Or
It's all-
is the sky wine colored? A dark wine color.
This
Oh,
butt
shit.
pussy in front of my hand is an illusion. All this is fake. Someone's gonna pinch me and I'm gonna wake up from all this and be super pissed. Ouch.
All an illusion, and death itself is one of the greatest illusions of all time. You cannot
Look,
trust
remember,
your
we're
senses,
completely opposed to
but
suicide.
you can trust logic and reason, which reveals the eternal mathematical code on which reality is written. Hyperionism is all about understanding that code.
No.
Oh, he's
The
gonna
good
sell
news
me a
is
book, isn't he?
You are not a body, but you are an immaterial mind that simply links to a body. And your mind is a structure composed of the same mathematical waveforms.
Give me an example of a mind existing outside of a fucking body. Give me one example.
I still like the disclaimer.
Wait, hold on.
Remember, kids, don't kill yourself.
Don't they have? I thought they had like just tested like living brains and shit.
I'd have to look into that because I mean I don't know if you can keep a brain alive
Like,
yet.
outside.
I don't know if they've done it yet.
And even then, even if you have a brain alive, it's not like it can really process anything if it doesn't lead up to a. I don't know if you.
I mean,
if
the
it was just a
removal-
brain, would it still have thoughts and shit?
The
I guess it
removal
would.
of senses would probably lead to insanity.
Yeah, probably.
Like, there's
Your
all
brain would go
those
into, like-
creepy stories about people, removing all their shit.
Yeah, your brain would probably go into some weird, like deprived, hyper-intensive state.
Because if you take one sense away, the other ones get intensified.
So if you take all of them away,
Wait,
yeah.
Everything, including your fucking central nervous system.
yeah, just everything, just
brain.
it's fucking terrifying when you think about it.
That's a death metal song waiting to happen,
maybe
bro.
maybe it's maybe you
I'm
can have
writing it.
superpowers.
Or
Maybe
maybe,
that's how to open up your third eye.
or maybe you exist in a mathematical waveform that constitutes the fuck
Constitute the universe, which means
kill
that
it.
you, like
Die
reality
in a hole.
itself, are eternal.
No, I'm not. When I
Even
die,
when
I
your
die.
body perishes,
My hate is
even
eternal.
when the last human is gone, even when the last star has died,
What?
you will still exist as an immaterial mind.
With all the other immaterial minds, because there's some people, like, when I die, I never want to fucking see them again. If we're all just
He's high as fuck, isn't he?
if we're all just these brains floating around in space, fuck this, man. Like, am I the only person that actually wants life to end at some point? Like, this is great and all.
Well,
like,
eternal life is terrifying.
yeah, fuck
It's
that.
in a lot of stories. It's the ultimate curse
Yeah.
to live beyond everything else.
Like, I wouldn't want to see the fucking heat death of the universe. I mean, actually, I take that back. That'd be kind of cool.
But at the same time, then there's nothingness. Would you see the start of a new universe, or is just nothing gonna
That's
happen?
the ultimate question.
Fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there for a long time and you wouldn't
But
be
would
able to
you
do anything.
be able to perceive time? You have nothing to base it off of.
Exactly. So it could happen. Like,
Instantaneous.
everything could just die, and then instantly a new universe could happen.
Well, would it take you a long time to lose your sense of time? That's the question. Because I know it takes a long fucking while to lose. Well, it takes about, 2 days?
Would I have a wristwatch
Lose your sense of time?
in the void?
I think
Just watching the void.
I think it's like 6 hours or something. Like if 6 hours without any internal stimuli, your internal body clock gets all fucked up.
True. So wow, that would suck, dude. Not being able to fucking do anything for trillions of years, waiting for the fucking universe to end. Okay, this guy's almost done. Let's see what he blows us away with.
Energy.
Yes.
Each one of us is an immaterial mind, and all of us together, we are the universe experiencing itself.
We're made of star stuff.
When you look beyond the illusions of the senses, the material world, and death itself, the truth of reality will be laid out before you, and you don't need eyes to see it.
Tell it to me. If you're so fucking
The future
smart.
is bright, my friends. Ad Astra. To the stars.
That's it? He didn't tell me how to do anything. What is this mathematical? He just said there is this thing.
My thing is he being scientific or is he being spiritual? Because he seems to bounce around between those.
Spiritual. That's what the spiritual people do now. They hijack all the fucking sciencey words and then they mix it in with their shit to try to sell their fucking book.
Like, fuck, I meditate all the time, but I'm not basing it off of fucking science and shit.
I metaphysically line up my chakras to empower my mind and body and soul to experience the universe as one consciousness. Yeah.
Dude, you dumb.
God, man.
All right, let's get into another.
Good
video.
idea pulling up that guy, man.
Yeah,
but
that was a
Jesus,
good
that was a fucking headache, bro.